Hi, I'm John Parker, ex-Deputy Principal at South Bunbury. Here's a snapshot of a video we're producing to celebrate the 100 years of South Bunbury School. We've tracked down teachers who've been more than willing to spill the beans on stories you've never heard before.
So next year we were looking for something to put on, couldn't find anything, so I said, oh, don't worry, I'll write something. So I wrote Green and Yellow Cinderella as a pantomime. And we had the 10-tied Tintinnabulanthy toads.
It was one of the things the River Skippers developed within the kids, their own self-confidence and self-esteem just went skyrocketing once they got into the team.
I think, just behind me, I think there's a frustrated comedian, an actor, a musician, whatever. So we had this dorm cam idea where we'd actually con the kids into keeping their dorms tidy and on a points basis, and we'd do a dorm cam that their parents would see at the end of the camp. And Amber would go around and give points and just play it up to the hilt, you know, just Dame Edna didn't have a patch on her really, just didn't have any gladiola to give out, and I'd be with the camera and I'd make comments from behind the camera in the background.
And I'm trying to be serious and listening to Rob.
And some of the comments were probably a bit above the kids, and they weren't crude or awful, but just quick things and quick, sharp comments that, and so Amory would look at me afterwards and say, oh, you're going to die later when this is all over.
I arrived after 2 weeks and was in the bad books with the principal of the time because I displaced a temporary teacher that he'd put on, so didn't have a particularly auspicious start.
And we took the children to Father Christmas and Bones and lined up these 80 little children. I think we had only one bus, I'm not sure, I might have had two. And it was, I didn't think to bring the photos in of them all sitting around Father Christmas, these 80 children. They took up the whole space of Bones, I think it was called Bones in those days.
And our oldest living ex-student, who gave us a wonderful insight into the early days.
It was a wonderful school because they were interested in you personally. Then I think we had about 10 minutes or quarter of an hour for lunch, and then we had to go and exercise. So we used to have skipping ropes, mainly skipping ropes, rubber balls against the walls, and we were segregated from the boys and the girls. I did get the cane quite a lot. It didn't hurt me, by the way. But here at this school, it was just beautiful. It was really lovely.
Well, I'd start off, I used to walk, and then I'd get to the V corner and have to take my shoes and socks off while I walked through the swamp because I wasn't allowed to have wet shoes and socks. And I'd get to school and dry my feet and put them back on. Most of them would have walked. Yeah, there's no such thing as Mum bringing the car down or the horse and cart or anything like that. No. Yeah. And we would have had probably 20 horses wandering around the schoolyard.
And I remember very distinctly Mr. Coffey kicking me out of a class because I was looking at the fans rotating. So the ceiling fans were going and I was just bored. I really wasn't, it wasn't his fault, I was just bored. So I was just sitting there going this, which he hated, and he threw me out of the class.
And while you're enjoying your dinner here tonight at the Lord Forest, don't forget all those scrummy canteen lunches you enjoyed at South Bunbury.
Really unknown to me, another 25, 30 years down the track, our 4 daughters would come to school here, and so began my association with the school once again. I had a very strong feeling towards the students at the Ed Support, seeing them arrive at the school, being really reluctant to come over to the canteen, almost have to be dragged across some of the time with some of their carers.
Happy birthday, South Bunbury. Happy anniversary. Congratulations. Happy birthday, South Bunbury.
We hope you've enjoyed this snapshot of our video. Orders for the full production will be taken at the school office from Monday. Have a great night, folks.